Yeah, Brandon, we're watching Janice. Janice is right here over Marsh Harbor, and what she's experienced so far has been a hurricane, but it's a whole nother world what's about to unleash over Marsh Harbor, and it's that eye wall.
Yeah, and it's coming in right now. The outer edge of the eye wall, you could see from her video, is moving in. So that's what she just said. We told her to pack it up and head inside. Too dangerous from here on out. She needs a couple of minutes, to get set up in that bunker that she has. She's equipped with a satellite phone, concrete building all around her. So we have her set up in the best place possible over there, and she has plenty of supplies in there. And she definitely knows that on the back side of this eye, Luke, that's going to last a lot longer than this front side that we're seeing.
Yeah, the storm is slowing down as we speak. It's dropped only by about a mile or two per hour in its forward motion. But here comes this front side, and then you can see something else that stands out. In ultra-powerful hurricanes, you'll see some of these mesovortices. Those are just battering. So it's not just that it's pushing at 180 miles per hour. It's that you'll get a push, and it jostles, and you get these surges, and those surges are really what cause a whole lot of damage. And then the strongest side, the back side, comes around, and this is a very complete eye wall. There is no mercy anywhere to be found in that eye wall. And this is one of the strongest hurricanes that we've had on record in this part of the Atlantic Ocean. In fact, it's tied for number 2. You were talking about tied with Irma in this part of the ocean. We've seen higher wind speeds in Wilma, and there have been a couple others. But in this part of the ocean, in this part of the Atlantic, this is tied for number 2.
Yeah, in terms of a land-falling hurricane in the Atlantic, this would be the second strongest in terms of wind speed behind the Labor Day hurricane. So that's why Janice is headed inside. She's getting in the eye wall right now. We are only going to hear from her for satellite phone, but in the building she's in, it's a concrete building. Yeah. She's not going to get a satellite signal from in there, so we won't hear from her until after. But when cell service is dead, she'll be the one person there who can actually communicate. But look at this eye. It's headed straight into Marsh Harbor right now.
It is. And a couple things. You know, we had that special advisory. It came out at 9:30 where Hurricane Hunter was out in the storm, and they found, hey, this storm is even stronger than we put out with our last advisory, which was at 8 a.m. So at 9:30, they put out a special advisory saying 175 miles per hour. Since then, it's strengthened even more. A couple things have popped out. One is the eye is cloud-free, basically. So
the sun will come out over Janice here probably, what, an hour from now, if not that?
Yeah, that. And on top of it, something else that you'll see in strengthening hurricanes is a burst of lightning around the eye wall. And we've seen that as well. You don't see it in this satellite imagery, but that's something else that's popped up. Just totally remarkable that the storm has continued to strengthen at the pace that it has. I mean, since last night, this thing has just gone absolutely crazy. It's just a catastrophic event. As it's going over at max strength, Marsh Harbor, it's also slowing down.
Well, you have to think, too, maximum sustained winds at 180, right, as of the 11 o'clock update. That's sustained winds. Mm-hmm. She's going to be getting gusts that are over 200 miles per hour. Yeah. It's something we see in tornadoes.
Yeah, this is basically an EF3 tornado that's just going over the Bahamas. All right, let's show the latest stats here and what all that this has been doing. In fact, I'll pull this up. So break it down. It's about winds to 180 miles per hour. Pressure's down 913 and moving west at 7. It was at 8 earlier this morning. But now it's entering a zone where there's nothing really to push it along, so it just is going to go over the Bahamas and hang out for a couple of days.
Yeah, this is going to be a Cat 5 all the way over to Freeport, over in Grand Bahama. So we'll have to watch out for that. And also, I wanted to focus on South Florida here too, Luke, because we had some changes to the watches and warnings across parts of Florida. So if we flip that over, you'll be able to see that we have, of course, the hurricane Bahamas, but we have this tropical storm watch that's in place for Broward County. And I'm not sure where this video is. It's obviously some Marsh Harbor, so that's somewhere else in Marsh Harbor. Obviously, they still have internet connection.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Can't believe that that's still up. It's not, I'd be surprised if it's up for much longer.
Yeah, it's one of those Nest cameras, it looks like, or a doorbell camera, something like that that's over there, capturing some of those winds. So, yeah, we'll stay on some of this for as long as it lasts. It's not going to last there for very long once they get in the eye wall. I'm sure the power or something or the internet connection is going to go out, but surely an impressive storm out there. But I did want to finish with these tropical storm watches out for Broward County. Nothing out from Miami-Dade or the Keys. I know we heard a lot of viewers down there, Luke, talking about, what about us down here? No, we're expecting some strong tropical storm force wind gusts in some of those bands, but I think the higher gust up towards Fort Lauderdale, and you can see what's new over towards West Palm Beach.
Yeah, so tropical storm conditions are possible over the next 48 hours in Broward County, especially northern Broward County, and then hurricane conditions possible within the next 48 hours, points north. Tropical storm force conditions possible within the next 36 hours if you go north of Deerfield Beach into some of these locations. The Keys, you are going to be on, because the wind flow is going to be wrapping around on the backside of the storm, that can take the water from Florida Bay and push it up, and on top of that we have king tides, so you'll see some impacts from this as well. But the stronger part of the winds are going to be further northeast. Let's go back to this. This is the updated cone. They updated the cone at 5 this morning, and then we got the most recent one at 11. And you can still see it generally goes very slowly to the west, maintaining Cat 5 strength. Maybe some weakening in here. It seems like, Brandon, when you get this high end, you go through eye wall replacement cycles, and it's probably going to churn up maybe some cooler water. So it'll probably drop off a little intensity. At least that's what the forecast says. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, Luke, we have that Nest camera we were just looking at.
Yeah.